Yo! What's up YouTube? It's your boy Dashing and we back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel review. Today we're gonna be checking out some matchup specific games. So this is gonna be Eldlich versus Runick. So for those who don't know, Runick is the current toxic deck in the meta. A new deck that came out in Master Duel which is centered around milling cards and banishing them as well. So even card archetypes like Shadow or Eldlich can't really benefit off those. So we have three replays here. I actually had the fourth one, but it kind of got corrupted. Master Duel will be like that sometimes. So fortunately for us, we actually won like 4 games. We only had like 4 games versus Runick. I did want to show a game where we actually lost, but we didn't really lose any. We had some very close games though, if I'm being honest. So yeah, without further ado, let's check out the first game. So you're gonna see some replays here where we do not have any information about Runick. Like me particularly, I don't know what the deck does, but I kind of figured it out soon enough since it started milling cards. So set 2 with the field, another one with demise. Tip gets him one of the cards and banishes one card. Goes duality. So a lot of people in the Discord don't like duality for some reason. It's kind of a hot topic, but it is what it is. So we activate Eldlich here because the information that we had playing against Runick, we only know the field spell, right? Because it was the only one that's available. When I was reading through it, you can return up to 3 cards and you can draw the same number. Holy shit, that is OP. So that has to go. That's probably the main source of the engine if I were to guess. So we remove the field spell. He summons Jerry. Okay, and he gets him one of the field spell or 1 card. Yep, Jerry gets back actually the field spell. So that's probably what he did, right? I removed the field spell, he chained the card to summon the one that would return it. So very heads up play from him. We activate punishment here into skill drain so he doesn't get a pop. Very good for us. We throw the Entis, pop the field spell again. Very well played. Summon another Eldlich. He goes, there can be only 1, so we remove 1. So I kind of get how the deck is working now. They probably don't run hand traps if I were to guess. They probably don't need to, right? Because if you're banishing all these cards, that kind of screws up a lot of the combo decks, right? That screws up the combo decks for sure. Activates a card here that would potentially mill 5. I activate Judgments thinking that life points is probably not important in this game. So what's important is to like negate some of the stuff that he can do. And then we're setting up for next turn. So next turn, the plan is to remove there can be only 1. If he has the field spell, we can pop that with Conk. Right? Activate. Remove there can be only 1. Attack for 2/5. Summon Hua. Attack. And he's down to 1/2. Activate Eldlich. Return it to hand. But not summon. Don't summon it. The reason for that is we want it ready for us to discard for the next field spell. Because the field spell is the priority, right? Okay. So what do we do here? We probably revive Eldlich, right? Oh, we discard first. Interesting. So we take out Rivalry. I guess that makes sense. Like reduce the amount of negates or potential negates. Activates discard. Summons Jerry. We activate Conk. Pop Jerry. Jerry is actually immune to card destruction, but we did have skill drain there, so we were able to get the win that turn. Check out our next game. Only 3 turns, so this is very fast, right? Runick's, they say their games normally last like 3 to 12 turns. That's what the Discord told me. So if you get a really good hand, you can mill the whole deck in 3 turns. And if not, it could take up to 12. So you either win or lose by then. Oh, okay. I see now why we were able to win in 3 turns. It's probably just anti-spell, right? You use anti-spell, um, they can't activate the field spell because, like I said, they're very dependent on the field spell. That's what gets them the card advantage. So and they recognize that this is Eldlich, right? So what would eventually happen here is I activate the field spell. If they use if they want to activate the field spell, they set it first, and I can always use Eldlich to remove it, so they're never gonna be able to activate it, right? That's probably what happens here. So we summon the Eldlich, we attack, but it's gonna be negated by the Slumber. That's fine. Activate Fragrance, and then they immediately scoop. Oh yeah, it be like that sometimes, right? Like this is like the new toxic deck in the format. So I could imagine a lot of players would be bringing like Pocket Anti-Spell Fragrance because that kind of kills the deck. But you know, that's the hard part, right? You are sacrificing consistency for your deck just for one particular deck, and everyone has to do it, otherwise you get milled to the ground. This is probably gonna be a rogue or tier 3 deck in my opinion. Because I'm not sure how they would do versus a combo deck if they're going second. But they did say that they have very good... they're very good going second. Some even say that it's like the best going second deck, which I kinda doubt. You know, Numeron is a thing. We actually activate Hua here to remove Tip, which is very good. So that's one less card they can return with the Fountain. Activate Lord. He goes Warlords to prevent that because we could have attacked with 3 mons here. What happens here? We attack 2-5. Special summon the mon. We set Conk. So I make a misplay here by killing the Jerry. He pops Conk. So I should have just kept Eldlich not attacking so that we can activate Conk next turn, pop the Fountain, and that would have been really good for us. But you know, it's a new deck, so we kind of don't know what we're doing, right? I go Vampire Sucker here. He activates Skill Drain. And that was the move that lost him the game, if I'm being honest. I'm playing Eldlich, not Zombie World. So you lose more with Skill Drain than I do, right? And that's gonna come back to bite him in the butt. So we set Eldlixir and Sanguine. So remember, when playing against Runick, prioritize removing the field spell. Gets another field spell. I guess he does that to like thin the deck. We summon Sanguine, Maxi. We summon with Eldlixir so that he only draws 1 card. Activate, but no, negated. And the good thing about this is this card can be destroyed by card effects. Doesn't really matter. We're just gonna attack. He pops 1 Eldlich. That's actually really good that he pops 1 of the Eldlich. And we're kind of fortunate too with the cards getting discarded. You know, we have 2 Eldlich in the ground. Those are already safe. I don't think it's running Called by the Grave, if I'm being honest. So that being said, the reason we like Eldlich in the graveyard is we can recycle it to the hand and then destroy the Fountain. So yep. You're gonna see some turns in this duel as well where I don't activate cards in the graveyard because I want to keep the deck, you know, a little thicker, right? Activate Eldlich. We get a little more resources here. So the reason also we're getting some resources is doing this thing with Eldlich where we're returning cards and then popping fountains. It takes 2 cards to do this. So we are losing card advantage there for sure. So yeah, we activate Eldlich, throw the Hua, discard Torrential, and then take out the Fountain. What's that? He pops our card? Yep. Do I just summon Hua? Yep. I summon Hua to attack. He doesn't really have anything for that, so he has to Judgment there. Which is very good for us, you know, he's only 3-5. That pulls him closer to, you know, be in range of kill. It's close to kill range. Activate. At this point, I have to summon. Do I just activate Eldlich? We attack. Unbreakable. Eldlich summons the second Eldlich. That's good. We're only 12 cards left. Okay, look at the positioning here. We're only 12 cards left, but he only has one card, right? These two are not really doing anything. This card is a pop if he gets destroyed. So he's very limited in his options here. So what do we do here? I guess we just attack. Attack! You can pop one of our cards, that's fine. Okay, he's in a better position here. Now he has two cards we don't know, which can potentially mill cards. What do? I attack. Yep. It's gonna pop one of our cards, no? Okay, I didn't want to summon Eldlich that turn because I was afraid he had some tech up his sleeve. I wanted this position in particular. I wanted to have resources where I can summon two Eldlich and he only has one card to worry about. He goes Maxi, doesn't really matter. Game is over here, right? Summon the Eldlich. We attack twice. Oh, okay, he blocks it with that card. This is what I was saying. He keeps summoning these cards, but they keep getting negated because of the skill drain. We pop that card. He returns it to hand or to the extra deck. We set Torrential Tribute. What's the play here? Activate, pops Torrential, mills our deck, and then he scoops. We only had 5 cards remaining there. Holy shit. Those are amazing games, right? We were like probably one turn away. We needed to win that turn. Oh my god. I'll show you guys the deck profile for the Eldlich I'm using to beat like Runick. This is not even like specified for anti-Runick, right? It's just the normal deck I use. 3 Eldlich, 2 Golden Lord or Lord of Heavenly Prison, Duster, double Extrav, 1 black, 1 white, double Curse Land, triple Torrential. You know, this is really good for the meta as well. Sanguine, Punishment. Ideally, you kind of want 2 punishments, but I only have 1 Entis, so you know, it is what it is. IDP, double Judgment with huge Revolution. I just think triple Judgment just cuts your life points too low, and you're already within kill range, because you know, you're primarily using it for back row protection anyway. Anti-spell Fragrance, Warlords, double skill drain, Shadow Imprisoning for, you know, Despias running around. One of the cards as well, I think Jerry from Runick's is also dark, so you can negate like its effect with this card as well. And you can even negate like the destruction effect by battle, so that's really cool. Skill drain doesn't do that, but this does. There can be only one, just a good option for most decks that run the same type, which is, you know, a good chunk of them. Double Guardian, triple Hua. Hopefully they return Conk to 3. Conk to 3, baby. Leave it in the comments if you think Conk should be 3. I mean, it really does, right? The deck is not what it used to be when they started nerfing like the floodgates. Extra deck, I'll just show you guys each one, you know. Volcasaurus, Shark Fortress, Gustav, Lieb, Zeus, Spider, Sucker, Boral Sword, Goddess. Like, these cards, you rarely use them. It's like maybe 1 out of 20 or 1 out of 30, so not really essential. The most essential is probably Entis and maybe the Spiders. So yeah, that's gonna be the video. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to support your boy even more, links to Patreon down in the description. I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers!